Hello, 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 hello.
Hi.
Everyone, welcome back.
Welcome.
You know what? I can kick things off because I have shit to say.
Okay, good.
So-
Because I don't. I have not a single thought sliding off my
It's
brain
okay.
today.
I'm going to give you thoughts.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to a podcast. I listened to the first episode
yeah.
on Monday, and I've just speed listened to 90% of the second episode.
So glad you brought it up. When I listen to things at like 1.75 or 2 times speed, it piques my anxiety, something chronic. And I feel like it makes me speed in the car. Like
What's that Charlie XCX song that you
Speed.
Yeah, that's you.
Like, my pedometer has to match what
Pedometer.
the
Odometer.
speed. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
That little arrow has to match what my ears are listening to.
Okay.
So if I'm going 2 times speed in audio, I'm going 2 times speed in actual speed. Speed a lot down the expressway.
I think the concerning thing I've learnt this week is none of my friends can drive. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
I can't do it all the time, but I'll usually sit at a 1.5 if I need to ramp it up. But I will say...
Safe.
Yeah, safe. I almost focus more. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's fucking get going.
At a normal speed, I'm trying to guess how the sentence is finished to try to get there quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, we've got shit to do, though. I don't have time for this.
Time's a ticking.
Do you reckon that's what people think about us?
Like, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like normal speaking is how, in my mind, is as slow as what Count Orlok talks in Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Like, it's just snail speed.
Yeah. But what I will say, people who talk really fast naturally, that makes me like, one of the girls that I work with, Kaitlyn, she speaks really, really fast.
Yeah.
And then I find that I suddenly will ramp up my talking speed and everything I'm doing just speeds up. It's like how you drive.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm just erratic.
That's like, I was looking, I've downloaded Onyx Storm on Audible. Guess how long it'll take you at normal speed to finish reading that book?
32 hours.
Oh, no, lower. 24. Is that still not crazy, though?
Yeah.
A whole day
That's a marathon.
to listen. And like an average book will be like 8 to 10.
Do you remember that, like, what was that famine thing we used to do in high school?
40-hour famine?
Yeah. It's the equivalent of doing a 40-hour famine.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
I reckon I tried to do one year and I decided to give up furniture. I didn't last very long.
What the fuck, furniture of all things?
I don't know. I was like, that'll be easy. I could just sit on the floor. That's not really giving up much. It is. It is.
I didn't even know that you could. Dude, in year 8, me and some girls that I was friends with, we decided to do it, and we did the food one.
Oh, fuck that.
And we planned this whole sleepover and everything. Like, we were spending the whole damn weekend together around it. I don't remember it being hard, which makes me question if we actually didn't eat the whole time. I don't remember the logistics, but it was a great weekend.
Yeah.
Had lots of fun. Yeah. We watched Sweeney Todd.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Anyway, back to my podcast. So the podcast is called The Con, Kaitlyn's Baby by CBC and BBC World.
You had a baby?
Not to confuse it for the fact that I don't have a baby. So I picked it because I wanted something to listen to when I was driving out to the farm. And this hooked me from the get-go.
Yeah.
So synopsis, like, I'm going to talk through episode 1. So it follows this woman named Katie, not to confuse Katie with Kaitlyn. Two different people.
Yeah.
Katie is a doula. So the doulas are I think they're mostly women. I don't think I've ever heard of a male doula. And they are like emotional.
Did you say Pink Paradise?
Yeah. They're like emotional support for women going through birth, right? They're not like there from a medical front. They're there to advocate for the woman's rights. And Katie is like talking through this story about how another doula that she knows, Amy, was working with this woman named Kaitlyn, who 24, was about to have her baby, and trigger warning, there's like a lot of heavy stuff in this. So if you like, this is really full on. So feel free to skip like 10 minutes or something, because this is pretty heavy. So, so Kaitlyn's 24. She's about to have a baby, but she's going to be birthing a stillborn.
Yeah.
And the pregnancy is a result of like sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
And
the doula's not with her through
no,
physically
no,
through
I'm getting to that. Yeah. So Amy is the doula, not physically with her though, over the phone, but Amy gets really, really sick. So she's like, taps in Katie. She's like, can you cover for me? She's like, you don't need to physically be there. You just have to be on the phone with her, right? So Katie works with Kaitlyn through this, like through labor kind of thing. And the labor goes on for days, right? For fucking days. She's there like, you know, guiding her as she goes to the hospital. And then like, she's there literally every step of the way. So Kaitlyn gives birth to the stillborn. And then there's like a medical emergency. She's like bleeding out, right? So then she gets rushed to to emergency surgery. She gets like transferred hospitals. One thing leads to another. They find like this tumor, and oh, that's loud. They find this like tumor, and she's got like terminal cancer in like her pelvis or something.
Jesus.
So then they take her to another hospital. And keep in mind, the doula, like Katie and now Amy's kind of back in the situation as well. They are on the phone with this woman like 12 hours a day. I reckon their whole lives have been put on hold. They are literally just all they're doing.
Half the Onyx Storm audiobook.
Yeah. No, they're doing the 40-hour famine.
Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
And anyway, so then this woman, everything that could go wrong goes wrong. She can't, like, she keeps bleeding out. Then she keeps having medical issues. She gets transferred to like fucking 500 different hospitals. While being transferred to one hospital, she gets sexually assaulted by the doctor that accompanies her in the ambulance. And the emotional toll this is having on Amy and Katie is
harrowing.
Unbelievable, right? Anyway, things start to not add up, right? So the sexual assault happens in the back of the ambulance, and then they're like really worried about that, and they keep following up with Kaitlyn about it. And then one day Kaitlyn's like, oh, he's been fired and he's been arrested by the police, right? The hospital dealt with it. And so Amy says to Katie, she's like, don't you think that if a doctor was arrested for sexual assault of a patient, that it would be all over the news? Yeah. And Katie's like, yeah, actually you have a point. So they start like Googling. Nothing is coming up. So then they take the images that Kaitlyn has been sending them over the course of like 10 days now, from like baby scans or like tumor scans, a whole world of things. And they're reverse image searching it through Google. These images come up, and it's not like she's gone and dug and found these images,
real niche
like
ones.
It's literally like the first or second photo found. It's on
like
Google
Getty images, like
yeah,
stock photos, like
yeah, literally iStock.
Yeah.
So then that's when they realize that this woman has faked the entire thing.
She's been telling porkies.
She has faked the entire she's faked the labor, she's faked the hospital noises, the elevator noises, the ambulance noises, the Uber noises. Everything has been staged, right?
Oh my God.
And so episode 1 ends with Katie being like, this wasn't even the tip of the iceberg.
What do you mean?
So then I listened to episode 2 on the way here. Episode 2, tap in 2 new people, right?
Oh, more.
And to fuck you up real bad, we now have Kate. So now we've got Kate, Katie, and Kaitlyn.
Oh my God.
So
Please.
There's 2 people in episode 2. There's Shauna, she tells her story where she was a new doula, like literally 2 weeks into being a doula, and she gets contacted by this patient who wants to work with her, who is Kaitlyn, and pretty quickly Shauna finds out that this is all a scam, and so she not only is like impacted quite heavily emotionally, but she makes it her mission to make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else. So she's like publicly trying to expose this woman.
That's crazy that she's done this to so many different people, that like the first episode wasn't like the first time she's done it. Like, I mean, it makes sense because it's so like orchestrated, but
she was so good at it.
It's crazy that she's like, all right, I've fucked your life up from the top.
But wait, it gets
from
so
the, oh
much
my
fucking
God.
worse. No, it gets so much worse.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What do you mean?
So then we're introduced to this woman named Kate. So Kate, doula of 10 years, really experienced. She's working with Kaitlyn, but she's like in person. She's working with Kaitlyn.
Oh, okay.
And Kaitlyn is like plus size, so it's a little bit harder to catch that she isn't pregnant. But Kate was like, there were little signs that I should have like just trusted my gut instinct. Like she wasn't needing to pee all the time. She was like in active labor and she's like sculling juice. And she's like, any woman going through active labor, like that's heartburn city. And just a few other things. Anyway, so Kate is at Kaitlyn's house because she's in labor, but she's not at the hospital stage of labor yet. And Kaitlyn keeps being like, I want to have a bath or I want to have a shower. Like it's just this cycle of like wanting to be in the bath or wanting to be in the shower and then going back to bed. And then it's like this whole thing, but like, it's really kind of creepy, like Nancy vibes, right? Anyway, so then Kate is telling her story about how like she's got Kaitlyn on like sitting on the edge of the bed and she was like, and this is all normal, like, doula stuff. She's, like, giving her, like, a massage or whatever as Kaitlyn's, like, sat on the edge of the bed. And at this point, Kaitlyn's, like, not wearing any clothes because she's, like, doing the rotation, like, whatever. And Kaitlyn's making, like, the noises that you would make if you're having contractions, like the moaning and stuff. Anyway, whatever happens, Kate, like, happens to see, like, lean over or whatever. And she sees...
Oh, no. No.
Jerking it.
She's DJing.
She is DJing to this poor woman.
Giving her a
massaging, like just doing doula duties, right? Nothing weird, nothing noncy.
She made it weird.
She made it
weird and noncy.
And that's where like I'm up to. Right. And this poor woman, she like manages to get out of there and like leave. And that's when she realized this whole thing is a scam. It's like a sexual exploitation scam. This woman, like from what I can gather so far, is doing all of this because she's jerking it. It's like a sex thing. Because one thing that all the women that have spoken about it so far have in common is this woman always has like these weird sexual innuendos and like brings in these like sexual comments throughout. Like that's one theme that I've noticed. So my gut feel is that Kaitlyn is a sexual predator DJing to the thought of like, but the weird thing is her story's the same every time. She's like pregnant as the result of like sexual assault. She's having a stillborn and she's out here DJing.
That's fucking messed up.
Dude, this literally, like the DJing part happened or got revealed about halfway to your house. The entire second half of the
you turn your indicator on and just go off road for a bit and just sit there. Like, what the fuck?
The whole second half of my drive, I was
period
on the floor.
Period.
What do you mean?
Nah, that's insane. That's actually insane.
Oh.
That should be on Jerry Springer. That's crazy.
No, it should.
Pick that show right back up and that be your first guest.
Revive him from the dead. We've got shit to have on TV.
Bring him back.
Fucked up. Anyway, hooked. This shit
fair.
is so
Fair.
interesting.
Fucking fair.
Dude,
I hope she gets jail time. I hope they like find her and just
I'm curious to find out what happens. And you know what's crazy?
Slammer.
You think she'd like change her name or have like aliases? Nah, she's just. Do you know? Now that I think about it, the funny part is her name is Kaitlyn Brown.
identity theft is a crime. No. What do you mean? Dude.
We're being the defamation. Move over, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, because we have a real PR crisis.
See you in court. What do you mean?
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. Of course they don't combine our names for something good.
No. Could have like cured cancer or something.
Yeah.
No, just DJing to fucking fake
DJing to
pregnancies.
ruining people's lives. Yeah, no worries. Fuck me.
Oh, dude. Anyway, 10 out of 10 would recommend as a listen. If people can stomach it, that shit is just nuts.
That sounds like a wackadoodle story.
Both episodes, my jaw just on the floor.
Yeah.
So fucking interesting.
Jesus.
So yeah, that's what I've been listening to. Anyway.
Fair.
Yeah. I have also started just listening to your playlists.
Oh.
I just go straight to your Spotify. And I just find your latest,
honoured.
particularly if I have to be playing music in front of other people.
That's very brave.
Because my playlist, same 4 songs
Yeah.
for months, and I
need to do a refresh of mine.
no, don't do it yet. Don't change the Sun
Okay.
playlist because like I need to move over.
The specific one.
I need to move over some of the songs into my playlist.
Okay.
Like there was the Fast and the Furious one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my brand new Suzuki.
That came on today, and I was like, "Oh, fuck,
yellow
I've got
kitty stickies."
Yeah, I
banger.
need to move that over.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Yeah, so just give me 24
That's one that I
hours.
speed to too. I'm like, ow, let's go. Feels so cutesy. I'm like,
Oh, fuck, that's
Bye-bye.
funny. I'd also like to make a public announcement that I learnt my lesson after last week's like expose of
Yeah,
my feet.
we're
and
both wearing socks today.
I won't stop moving my feet like a weirdo though. It's quite nice.
I get real poor circulation. I don't know what that's about.
Why? How do you know?
My feet just are like a different color to my legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get dead legs real quick, like pins and needles. Yeah, I get that so easily.
That's real bizarre.
Oh well. Just think, if we're if one of us is immobile, the other one will be too,
Yeah,
and that's
naturally
fine. We could get like a joint wheelchair situation going on.
like a tandem motorbike, but like
Yeah, for
wheelchair.
those. Yeah, or like
Yeah.
those old people like scooter things.
Yeah, like a gopher.
Yeah, tandem gophers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oscar nominations.
Let's go.
Let's dive right into it. Okay, so this week, the 2025 Oscar nominations were announced. And it's caused some controversy. So, let's go through the nominations.
Let's go.
Best Picture.
Yeah.
Anora.
I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, same. I
really do want to watch that.
I've seen the scene on TikTok where she's like dancing on the floor of the living room and he sat on the couch.
Yeah.
The Brutalist.
Oh yeah, I want to watch that too.
Okay. A Complete Unknown. That's the
Never heard of it.
That's the Timothy Chalamet one about Bob Dylan, like the Bob Dylan.
Nice. Wah.
Conclave.
Boring.
Yeah, Conclave. Couldn't tell you what that is. June Part 2. I thought June Part 2 came out like 7 years ago.
Same.
Don't know how it's there. Amelia Perez. I'm Still Here. Nickel Boys, which I keep reading as Nickelback.
I heard Nickel Boys. Was that based on a novel? I feel like Nickel Boys was based on a novel.
It rings a bell.
If so, it's apparently a really good book.
Nickel Boys. The story follows 2 African American. Where did I go? Did everyone like that sniff? Everyone say yes. Elwood Curtis's college dreams are shattered when he's sentenced to Nickel Academy, a brutal reformatory in the Jim Crow South, maybe? Clinging to his optimistic worldview, Elwood strikes up a friendship with Turner, a fellow black teen who dispenses fundamental tips for survival.
By Colson Whitehead.
It does sound good. Like, I feel like I have heard of it before. Yeah, the book is literally a Pulitzer Prize winning novel. Crazy. Chronicles the powerful friendship between 2 young African American men. Add that to the list. The Substance
Oh, good for them.
and Wicked.
Oh, good for them.
That's up for Best Picture. Now, actually, no, let me keep going through and then we'll talk about snubs. Actor in leading role.
Yep.
Adrian Adrian Brody for The
Yep.
Brutalist.
Yep.
You got Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing.
Yep.
Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. And
Yep.
Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice.
Oh, Conclave's the one about the priests, the priests, I think so. And there's one that vapes, and it's like everyone's saying that it's exactly like an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race because it's just divas in dresses. I'm like, I love that. I want to see that actually.
So
That's meant to be really
in
good.
short, we want to watch everything on this list.
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan from The Apprentice. I actually really want to watch The Apprentice.
What's that about?
It's about Donald Trump and The Apprentice, but it's like a
Oh!
dramatized version.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot he had a TV show.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
Actress in leading role, we've got Cynthia Erivo for Wicked.
Mhm.
We've got Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez.
Mhm.
We've got Mikey Madison for Honora. Demi Moore for The Substance. And Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. Actor in supporting role, we've got Yura Borisov for Honora. Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. I really want to watch A Real Pain because I love Kieran Culkin. Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. And Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice. Actress in a supporting role, we've got Monica Barbaro for Complete Unknown. Ariana Grande for Wicked. Felicity Jones for The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini for Conclave. And Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez. Cinematography, The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu are up for the win. Costume design, you've got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. Film editing is Honora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked. And they're the main ones. There's a few like documentary and indie ones, but these are the main ones. So the internet went a bit wild because a lot of people are surprised that Challengers received no nominations at all.
I kind of support that.
I feel like Zendaya deserved a nomination though for her acting.
Nah.
Nah. I really
I
liked it.
like Zendaya, but nah, not
Yeah.
Oscar worthy for me.
Queer, the new film starring Daniel Craig, which I really want to see as well, has received no nominations. Hard to know whether that's a good call or not because I haven't seen it yet. Gladiator 2 only receiving a nomination for costume design surprised me a little bit. I felt like it would have been up with Wicked in like Best Picture or...
Like, it was a really good film, but I don't think it's like Oscar good film. You know what I mean?
Then we've got Baby Girl received no nominations, which it's hard to know because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I feel like Nosferatu should have been up for Best Picture. That film was impeccable.
Yeah.
It really was. Like, it really should have been up there. Like, June? No. June's the one that I would take out of there. Also, with actor in a leading role, so Adrian Brody being up for The Brutalist, it also came out this week that the people who made that film, AI was used to improve his voice and accent. So he did an accent in, because I think he speaks another language in The Brutalist. But like there was very, very slight things that weren't perfect. So they used AI to perfect it. And so people were saying all over the internet, they're like, that shouldn't be allowed to be not up for nomination then.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, same. And same thing happened with Amelia Perez. There was like some singing bits, which AI was used to like wash it or like dub it with like an actual singer.
Yeah.
And people were like, you can't be winning awards for shit that's like not real.
Genuine, yeah.
I love Ariana Grande. I do. Love her. Love. But Ariana Grande being up for actress in a supporting role over Margaret Qualley from The Substance, I feel like Margaret Qualley put on one hell of a show.
Yeah, she should have got nommed.
Yeah. That's one snub that I wasn't happy with.
Did Demi Moore get nominated?
Yeah, she did.
Good on her.
I
I hope she wins it.
hope of those, I hope The Substance wins Best Picture. Imagine the significance.
It won't, though.
No, I know, but imagine the significance of like a horror winning. A female-led horror as well. Actor in a lead role, I would want, just purely out of who I like from that list, Sebastian Stan. Actress in a leading role, I hope Demi Moore gets it. Actor in a supporting role, I want Kieran Culkin to get it. Actress in a supporting role, I would want... I mean, I don't really know the others, so I'm going to say Ariana. Cinematography, Nosferatu. I hope Nosferatu wins costume design as well. Film editing, don't really care about. So that's my thoughts.
Period.
That's it. Let's jump into what we've watched this week, folks. So let's start with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion.
Yeah.
Because they've released and we've watched the first of 3 episodes. This shit's already hectic.
It's crazy.
If I have to listen to Lisa screech above everyone else just because she's being called out on something.
She's a nasty piece of work, hey?
I just hate that her only defense is to talk over top of everyone so no one else has a chance to say anything.
And then cry.
Girl.
How is it possible to be the victim, to be able to flip every single story and try, make yourself the victim in every single story? And
also, sometimes it's just better to go, okay, I apologize and move on, rather than just drag this shit out.
The fuck go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I get it. She's got some good one-liners during the season, but fuck, she's so annoying. And the screechiness of it, I can't do it.
Yeah.
She needs to just be sat out for a season, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
So this week's episode of the reunion heavily focused on, there was a fan who accused Heather of prioritizing her friendship with Lisa over her friendship with Angie because she told Lisa that Angie had made digs at her about letting her kids fucking game until 3 a.m. or something and not really parenting. Then Bronwyn realized that Lisa isn't the friend that she thought she was before coming on the show, and they really get into it about their friendship. And then the husbands come on for a little bit. So Lisa and Bronwyn's friendship, Lisa said in the reunion, this was an interesting take. She was like, I enjoy Bronwyn, but it was definitely more of a social friendship. We didn't tell each other our deepest, darkest secrets, but I've always thought highly of her. I just don't understand. Lisa recommended Bronwyn to come on the show.
Yeah, if you don't know someone like the back of your hand, why are you recommending them to be on a season of a popular TV show?
Right.
A popular reality series. What? Think it the fuck through.
You brought her in. From the start of the season, you were raving about her, saying how great of a friend she is. You've known her for years. You love her. Rah, rah, and then shit hit the fan real quick. And the one thing I feel sorry for Bronwyn about is the way that she was running back to Lisa with her tail between her legs constantly. She was constantly clutching at straws to save that friendship.
Yeah.
When Lisa was just constantly doing her dirty.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of embarrassing to watch in some instances. So then they were talking about how they haven't really spoken for a month or so. And I just don't see them
bouncing back.
I feel like Lisa would bounce back because she's so hot and cold on things, but I feel like Bronwyn's the type of person who...
She holds a grudge.
Yeah, and she's kind of like, no, you fucked me over. Why would I put myself through that again?
Yeah, which is fair.
Then we've got Heather talking about Bronwyn. She was funny. She was like, listen, I got a quick read on Bronwyn. I thought I knew exactly how she felt about everyone. So when I heard that she gave a completely different feeling to Whitney, it surprised me. So Heather really claims that she was the one person who clocked Bronwyn for who she is or who she was. And then she went on to say that Bronwyn not inviting her to that group trip like the couples trip. She was like, it was a move. It was a couples trip and I was never invited. I was never going to go on that trip. And it was very clear from the minute that I walked into that house that I was there to sing for my supper. It felt hurtful. Like, why would I want to create fractures in friendships that are newly fragile? And then more Bronwyn, because the whole fucking episode was about Bronwyn. The second half of it was just her and Lisa yelling at each other because Lisa went on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after show and said the family, as in the family of Bronwyn's daughter, like, hang on, let me rephrase that. The father of Bronwyn's daughter, Gwen, his family, believed that there was a miscarriage and there was no child. And that has caused so much fucking shit between Bronwyn and Lisa, and rightfully so. Lisa has done nothing but like dig herself into Bronwyn's shit, and Bronwyn didn't want this whole storyline about Gwen's dad being part of the show.
Lisa's like justification or rationale for bringing it up in the after show was like, oh, well, Bronwyn brought it up on camera like while we were filming for Real Housewives, so it's all fair game. Huh?
This isn't like someone talking about something trivial. This is
actually, no, it's none of your business.
It's just messy. Like, there's a child involved.
Like, if Bronwyn wants to bring it up on camera and talk to you about it, that's her prerogative. That doesn't mean that you can go off and talk shit when she's not present.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Expose all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first episode was nuts. I can't wait. Episodes 2 and 3.
Yeah.
The husband's bit added nothing.
No, I was expecting more.
Yeah. They just sit there and look pretty. Well, some of them look pretty. Todd. I don't trust Todd.
Todd's boring. He's so boring.
Yeah, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I just feel like he would be so condescending and lecture you on everything that you do.
And Bronwyn being like, oh, I fell for him because he's so funny. Where? Not clocking that.
Did he
that would
lose
not
his...
be one
Did
of
he
the,
have a stroke?
That would not be one of the top 5 adjectives I would be using for that man.
Maybe he had a headache. I don't know, but he doesn't have fucking personality.
Facts.
Not a fan of that. So, yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited for the next 2 episodes, though.
I wish they just released them all at once.
I know. I hate waiting.
Like, girl, you're going to get that viewership anyway.
Yeah.
Why are we dragging it out?
And also, like, you owe us 2 episodes for the break between Christmas and New Year's, so...
Yeah, that was bullshit. So... That's where we're at with that. And then I started watching Prime Target on Apple TV as of today. So I've only watched episode 1. So I'm going to give everyone my initial thoughts on this one. So the show is about this guy who's played by Leo Woodall. His name's like Edward. We'll call him Ed.
Eddie.
And he's in like college or university or whatever. Absolute numbers nerd. Like, full is jerking it to fucking prime numbers, right? Prime numbers are his thing.
What's a prime number?
Great question.
Is that something that can be divided by something else?
What is a prime number? And you know what? I'm really glad that you asked these questions because I don't fucking know shit about numbers. I don't know my times tables. Can't do numbers. And now
what's 6 times 7?
Sorry, what? Why the fuck?
The silence was deafening on that one. God damn.
What the fuck? We don't know. We're not going to start bullying me. That really pissed me off. So I'm trying to watch this show and I knew what I was getting myself into. But when all they talk about is prime numbers, and I don't even know what the fuck a prime number is.
Yeah.
Google says a prime number, a whole number greater than 1 that cannot be exactly divided by any whole number other than itself and 1. What is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That didn't even make sense.
A whole number greater than that cannot exactly be divided by any other.
So example, what?
No, that makes no sense to me.
What are prime numbers? No, like, show me some prime numbers, doll. Why is 11 not a what? Okay, prime numbers to 100. Why is 2 a prime number? A prime number can only be divided by itself and 1.
Can't any number be divided by itself?
Oh, without...
Well, you can divide anything. What do you mean? What do you mean?
With a
What do you mean?
with a handy dandy attitude, you can divide anything. Huh? But I think
I don't understand.
like
17 divided by 1 is 17, and 17 divided by 17 is 1. But
this is where I think,
can't you
no, I think a prime number is like if you divide 3 by 2, right? It's
not a whole number.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it a prime number. But 2, if you divide it by 2, is a whole number.
Yeah, but like 5 divided by 5, that's 1.
Yeah, but it's saying a prime number can only be divided by itself and 1 and result in a whole number.
What do you mean?
So like a prime number, so 5 is a prime number. 5 can be divided by 5.
Any number can
Or
be
1.
divided by itself, though.
Yeah. But a prime number can only be divided by itself or 1.
Oh, so like 20 isn't a prime number because you can divide that by 10.
But it stays a whole number, so 20 is a prime number. Like if the answer is like 4.5.
Yeah, wait. So 20 is a prime number.
No.
No, it's not.
No, because...
That's what I'm saying. 20 is not a prime number because you can divide it by 10.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then why is 2 a prime number? Because you can divide it by...
2 divided by 2.
Oh, that's itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wasn't aware. Fuck, man.
Anyway, I still don't really understand what a prime number is because...
So imagine this, right? I've clocked on because I'm like, I love Leo Woodall.
He always looks like he needs an iron infusion.
Yeah. And you know what? Pete
Mans
Davidson
is constantly
had the same
tired.
thing.
Mans is on the cusp of passing out.
And that's fine because you know what I love? I love laying down. So that I'm perfect for someone with an iron deficiency.
How old is Leo Woodall?
I'm going to say 30.
Do you reckon it's a prime number? Maybe that was like
If it's a prime, if it's a prime,
he's 28.
That's not a prime number.
Damn.
So I've logged on watching this, and I knew
You've logged on, have you, doll? I've logged on.
The numbers have thrown us. I knew that there was numbers involved. The whole fucking thing's called Prime Target, but it's too much. I can't keep up. Like, and it's so fucking weird. It's almost like comical and not believable. I'm like, what do you mean that there's like, he sees the tiniest thing and he's like, I can solve that with prime numbers.
His
and
girlfriend's 34.
Oh, his girlfriend was in the Bold Type and she was in the same...
Faye.
Yeah, so they were in season 2 of White Lotus together. That's how they met. She left her boyfriend for him.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. I actually really like them. Dad's gonna... I just know Mark is going to be screaming listening to this because I could remember that, but I don't know what 6 times 7 is.
42. Yeah. My hands can confirm.
And that's why you're the favourite child and not me. So...
Okay, so numbers aside. Do you need the numbers to know what's going on?
There's so much fucking number talk.
A lot of numbers, really.
Everything
What's there
is
to
number
say? What's there to say?
I'm so glad you asked.
It's not words, it's numbers. Why we're talking?
I'm so
That's
glad you asked.
unnecessary.
I'm going to talk through the whole episode 1. Okay? I'm going to take you through it, okay?
Do we need to?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We start episode 1 where there's been a gas explosion. We're in Baghdad, Iraq.
Are we?
Yeah.
Really?
We are in Baghdad, Iraq. Gas explosion?
Why?
Great question.
Damn.
Giant hole in the floor?
Oh, God, who put that there? Who closed last
The
night?
gas explosion.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay.
Mother and daughter fall in the hole.
Oh, maybe get out the way then, Del. What do you
Right? Very
What do you mean fell in the hole? Did you not see it?
get sucked into the hole, right?
Sucked in.
Well, I mean, adjectives aside, verbs aside,
Girl.
some in the hole, okay? Fucked, right?
Like alive in the hole?
I don't think so. Do you know what it does, though? It does reveal an underground structure that will likely have historical significance. Okay?
Did someone say that?
It's kind of implied. Let me get there.
Okay.
Questions at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So we go from that gas explosion in Baghdad, Iraq.
Yeah.
Leo Woodall is rowing at Cambridge University.
God. Be fucking for real.
Okay. Then he immediately he's set as this very
Rowing is so cunty.
It is.
So cunty.
I just nothing in common with a man who rows.
One wouldn't fit in the boat. Tell you that hot tip for fucking free.
Yeah. Yeah.
The minute I'd get on there, if I was able to,
Whoa!
doing one of these, vertical, bobbing up and down.
Which makes it
Submerged.
real fucking hard when you got to go forwards.
Imagine me in a fucking rowboat. Are you joking? That's insane. That is insane.
Nah.
Not for me, Tom.
We have no business fucking rowing. Anyway, immediately he's positioned as this.
Do you wear shoes when you row?
What the fuck? Yeah, I think so, actually.
Oh.
Do you wear shoes when rowing? Water rower states you should wear shoes when you row. Yeah, period.
Why? I'm going to go
Again.
for a swim, Del.
Questions at the end.
Okay, anyway. All right. Okay, we're rowing. We're rowing at Cambridge. Yeah.
Immediately positioned as he's this super nerdy, borderline autistic.
But he's sporty, though.
Very introverted. Like, this girl comes up and is like talking to him and he's like,
Okay.
like, all he cares about is his prime numbers.
And rowing.
Rowing and prime numbers.
Yeah.
That's all he gives a fuck about, right? And he's that motherfucker that's like going into his professors, like little, offices and like he's like best friends with the professors and he's way smarter than them.
Boring.
And yeah, boring. Anyway, so then where I started to get hooked. He goes to a pub. God knows why he's at a pub. He's gone there for like someone's
You're
birthday.
like, finally something relatable.
Right? Finally, we have something in common.
Finally, common ground.
He goes there for like someone's birthday. Isn't
that's
even
very
sitting with them.
social of him.
He's not sitting with them. Party's happening over in the party area.
Yeah, fair.
He's sat at the bar by himself.
Yeah, fair.
Right?
Fair.
He's twirling a straw, right? Like, just real fucking...
Who is this diva?
Yeah.
Who is
That's a great question. Twirling his straw, this lady comes over.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like trying to flirt with him. Whatever.
Oh.
And he's just like
Not
so
having it.
awkward.
Yeah.
Like actually insults her accidentally.
Yeah,
because
fair.
anyway, just no social skills. There's a male bartender that's serving him. The male bartender's decided he likes what he's saying, right? So he's flirting with Leo now.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Leo went, you know what? I like what you're putting down.
Okay.
I'm going to take you to a rooftop.
Oh.
Takes him to a rooftop to look at bird formations.
Okay, me.
And the bartender's like, oh, so first the numbers and now bird formations. And Leo's like, yes.
Wanna fuck? Wanna buss?
Wanna fuck?
You know what, though? I reckon if a man was cute enough and he asked me to go to a rooftop... Okay, sounds very serial killery, I'll be honest with you. Rooftop, that's not safe.
Uh-huh.
I think I'd dig it.
Okay.
I'd be like, oh, you have a hobby. You know things.
Okay.
That's interesting.
But if there's stairs to get to the rooftop,
You're carrying
I
me.
got other places to be. I got to go home.
Yeah. I need an elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bartender likes what he's saying.
Yeah.
Right? They go and they fuck at Leo's place. Right?
Good for him.
Yeah. And the bartender's super hot.
Yeah.
Right? Super cute. I actually really like the bartender.
Yeah.
And then they do their bit. You don't see the bit. You just go to the after bit where Leo's literally hunched over at his desk scribbling. I think the bartender was like snooping through through Leo's notes.
Oh.
Leo got really defensive, and then he's like, you need to leave.
Yeah. Why are you snooping?
Get out. And
freak?
the guy's like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean, like, no hard feelings. Leo's like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I've got family coming. Like, just lied about
Yeah.
it. You need to leave. And the guy was like, oh, you know, it's okay if you're not out as gay. And Leo's like, I'm not anything. It was like really weird. And then the scene's just him hunched over, scribbling numbers on like doing mathematical equations, as you do after you just fuck a bartender. And then he's like hanging out with his professors a little bit more. Then there's like this whole scene where he's in one of his professor's offices and he's so passionate about the number 204.
Oh.
Just like full gets like a blackboard, right? 204. And then he's like, you know, 204, like the world is made up of prime numbers and like, you know, 60 seconds and this and that. And this is where I'm like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the fuck we're jerking it to numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. And then remember Baghdad?
Yep.
Right? There's like the wife of the professor that he's like doing 204 with.
Yep.
Right. Let's call him Professor 204.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck she does. She gets sent.
The
I
wife.
think she works at like, yeah, she like works at like museums like and shit, right?
Like a curator?
Nah, she's like
security.
No, no. She's giving me, I don't know, like archaeological, like historical.
Dinosaurs.
Not
Bones.
that, more like
Stones.
underground tombs, which is what we're getting to, right?
Oh, okay.
That came out of they found this underground thing.
Yeah.
With like scriptures and shit in the wall.
Yeah.
And she's like being invited to go suss it out over there and see what's going on. She's getting hella excited. She's like,
that's how curses start.
Whoa! It's like someone
Yeah.
invited her to the tart trip. She was like, yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah.
So she's gone around showing people photos of this stuff. She's like, this is sick. Anyway, now, then randomly, Leo goes to the professor and his wife's house for dinner. Because that's what you do when you love the number 204.
Yeah.
And she's telling him about what she's being invited to. And suddenly, he's fucking drawing on their like tablecloth and shit. Mathematical equations. He's like, I've got the answers to everything. I know what's going on. And then he like goes into a room and he's like, meh, doing all of that. And then, fast forward, Professor Man gets killed.
Oh! How?
This is episode 1.
How?
Dunno, right?
He just dead.
Dunno. And then, throughout the whole episode, there's like there's cameras in Professor 204's office. And it cuts to like someone, you don't know who it is. We know it's a woman, but we don't know who it is. Watching him on their camera and is like zooming in on the mathematical equations that they keep doing.
Cheat.
And scribbling. Literally.
A fucking cheat.
Taking screenshots and sending it to someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weasel behaviour.
It is. I have no idea what's going on. That's the upshot of it.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to watch it because I love Leo Woodall.
Yeah.
And it's giving me, what's that? Not Angels and Demons, the other one.
Da Vinci Code.
It's giving Da Vinci Code.
But Jesus isn't in this.
Yeah, but Jesus didn't really make an appearance in Da Vinci Code.
Well, yeah, he was the dad of the girl. Or the long lost. She was a descendant of Jesus.
It's clearly been a while since I watched Da Vinci Code. What?
Yeah, Da Vinci Code is like about how like the church were trying to cover up that Jesus and Mary Magdalene had a child and they were convinced that there was like a descendant and the descendant ended up being the lady that was with Tom Hanks the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, what does that have to do with numbers?
It's just like,
is it because they had like,
stuff.
yeah, they had riddles and shit to solve? Yeah.
And it's like underground stuff and like
Yeah.
tombs and shit. That's what I remember about Da Vinci Code. I
Yeah,
don't remember
okay.
Jesus.
Okay, interesting. Interesting.
I need to watch it again. And I remember the albino whipping
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. And a lot of Venice going on.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I don't hate Prime Target yet.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I feel like It's like everyone's in on the joke except me. And I feel a little bit left out.
Yeah.
Okay? But in saying that, I don't hate it. And I feel like if I persevere, I might come around. Especially if I get to keep seeing Leo Woodall kissing men. Sold.
Love a twink moment.
Yeah. He is giving twink. Numbers twink. Yeah. Anyway, I would recommend it.
What's your favourite number?
I don't really have one. I don't really give
You
a
don't
fuck.
have one.
No, because I feel passionately that I fucking hate those cunts. I hate numbers.
Rock and roll.
I don't know how to describe it, but I'm going to try.
7, 11 and 29 are mine. Thanks for asking. You bitch. And you think Leo Woodall has poor social skills. Another thing you have in common with this man. Pub and not knowing how to keep a conversation going.
Okay, first of all, I'm pretty sure all your favourite numbers are prime numbers.
Are they?
7,
I
11,
have cracked the code.
7, 11 and 29 are prime numbers.
Rips my mask off. I am Professor 204. Damn.
Maybe you should watch Prime Target.
Maybe I do know what prime numbers are. They're just all my favourite numbers. Imagine. I just list all these numbers and they're just all
Say more numbers. Let's see if you keep saying prime numbers. Within 100 though.
Okay, 53.
Prime
Really?
number,
Really?
Dude, it's on the tarot cards. Dude, this is crazy. You can't script this shit.
That's so funny. You'd recommend it, you reckon?
I think you would like it. There's a
one
nerdy
episode.
part of you that would like this.
Okay. I mean, it is a Fable Watch Club pick at the moment, so I need to watch it.
Yeah.
And I'll watch it tomorrow.
Just think, all your favourite numbers make a guest appearance.
Number 7 comes up. Woo! Yeah! Number 7! Let's go! Big fan of that one.
You make like a prime number Stan account. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I kind of like it. I don't know what's going on, but
rock and roll.
I like the vibes. That's where I'm at. That's what I've watched, folks. It's been real hard. I haven't watched a lot. But one last watching thing to talk about. I haven't watched this. Everyone calm the fuck down. There is a TV series coming out called Running Point. Running Point stars Kate Hudson, and it is written and created by Mindy Kaling, who obviously everyone should know. I love Mindy Kaling. Just going to put that out there. The synopsis for it is, it's a comedy series about when a scandal forces her brother to resign. Isla, Kate Hudson's character, is appointed president of the Los Angeles Waves, one of the most storied professional basketball teams. Ambitious and often overlooked, now that she's stepping up into the family business, Isla has to prove to her skeptical brothers, the board, and the larger sports community that she was the right choice for the job. And I was reading a Mamamia article about this one, and they have said that this series is on par with Nobody Wants This.
Oh.
And when I read that, I said,
Sign me up.
Sign me up, you've got me hooked, right? So this series has some big names in it. It stars Max Greenfield from New Girl, Brenda Song from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody,
Brenda Song.
Jay Ellis from Insecure, Top Gun Maverick, and even has a celebrity guest appearance from Justin Theroux from The Leftovers and Charlie's Angels.
Bless.
I personally love a workplace-based TV series, and which is what this is. And from the teaser photos and videos that I've seen, Kate Hudson's work outfits, obsessed.
It's giving Ted Lasso.
Yeah, but for the girls. No, you're right. It is. Yeah, it is. I'm so excited. That comes out February 27, and I just wanted to flag that one because
on
Netflix. Yeah. I wanted to flag that one because A, I love Kate Hudson, and B, this sounds really good. So yes.
Hell yeah.
That is everything for watching. We're going full speed ahead. We need to talk about Onyx Storm.
Can I talk about Iron Flame first?
Oh, yeah. Please take over.
Everyone, I finished it. Onyx Storm came out last Tuesday. No. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I finished Iron Flame Monday night with 3 hours to spare.
Like 9:30 p.m.
It was a treacherous journey and we made it out alive barely. Now, I'll be real with you. I'll say what all of y'all are afraid to say. I did not like Iron Flame apart from the last 10 chapters.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not an unpopular opinion.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Lowest of lows for me. I really could not get past Violet not shutting the fuck up about being mad at Xaden about something that was completely irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, we've said it before. I digress. The last 10 chapters, though, oh my God, was sobbing. If no one's read fucking, actually, no, I'm sure there are some people that haven't read
But
it
you
yet.
had your shot. No. You had your shot with
Okay.
Onyx Storm coming out.
If you haven't read this yet, then skip forward.
Yeah.
When Violet's mum sacrifices herself,
Yeah.
tears everywhere.
Yeah.
My face, a wet and wild fucking attraction, honestly.
Yeah.
A ride. Just slippery when wet, honestly. Crazy. What do you mean? And then, like, everyone's just fighting the venom and shit. And then, like, is it Kat? No, not Kat. When Ree jumps on to save fucking...
Sawyer?
or to save Violet, because Violet's stuck in her seat.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the rain. And then Violet's saving Sawyer. Sawyer's leg goes fucking over there.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
It's like that crocodile thing.
Yeah. My
My
legs
head
are
went
that
that way. My legs went that way.
way. Girl.
Yeah, there's a lot going on down there.
God damn. But I'm glad no one else died.
Yeah.
It's
Jack Barlow was a crazy plot twist.
Jack fucking Barlow.
What a fucking sleazy cunt.
God, what a weasel, hey.
Mhm.
Just kept coming back for more.
Yeah.
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 And then fucking Xaden being like, oh, surprise.
I
Venom.
don't understand.
I called that, though. I called it.
Yeah.
Vicky was like, oh, are you up to the end yet? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, is Xaden Venom, though? She's like, you have to keep reading. You have to keep reading. He
there
was.
we are.
He fucking was.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
I don't understand that whole thing, right? So he's fighting a venom, and the venom, maybe I interpreted this wrong.
Yeah.
Where the venom, I thought the venom was playing mind tricks on him, being like threatening to like take Violet and do whatever to Violet, but he hadn't actually. And so he, like, Xaden got so like that he just channeled the earth and became a venom. And then I have questions to that, like, so what? Anyone can become venom if they just go, maybe I just want a little bit of power from the ground.
I have the same questions. Also, what's so wrong with being on the ground?
Touch grass, like what? So we can't touch grass?
Yeah, like I don't get the whole venom.
And don't you think that there'd be so many more venom if it was as easy as like you just go from the ground?
Yeah.
And you become a venom. I thought that you had to be like tapped
If
in
I got
from
a
a
power
venom.
up from touching grass, I'd be there morning, noon, and night.
Girl, yeah, I didn't mind a little bit of red eye drops, you know. I thought that you had to be like initiated from another venom, like maybe a vampire bite or something.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, my whole vibe on that is that like.
So you just what they just tell you just don't
they're
get
like,
energy
hey,
from the ground.
try not doing that.
Bit naughty.
Bit naughty. Not great.
Yeah, I feel like I glazed over that bit too because that just made absolutely no sense to me either.
I just feel like Xaden.
Maybe the venom bit is like a fourth wing situation. Did you just get that fly?
No, that was on that flew by me.
Yeah.
I feel like Xaden overreacted. If it was just mind tricks, like the venom was like fucking around with his head, and Xaden fell for it.
But then like I got confused because I was like, because it kind of happened at the same time that Violet was trying to put her energy into the ward.
Oh yeah.
And so I think Xaden felt her like running low on energy, and they were like, oh, I think she's going to die, to try to get this ward up.
And he got confused thinking a venom was trying to kill her.
I think so. I think the venom was kind of like, you could stop all this if you just suck it up from the ground.
It's
and then he was like, oh, well, I mean, what's a guy to do? She dies, I die, you know what I mean?
He got bamboozled.
He got truly bamboozled. And then he did that, and then Sloane Uno reverse card it and was like, I am now Xaden, and Violet's mum, you are now the ground, and then sucked her life force and then got the ward up, and then the venom all fucked off because they were like, oh, pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, well, that can't go over the naughty line.
Divine timing, really, I think.
Yeah, that whole thing, a lot of plot holes. And then we go into Onyx Storm.
Yeah. What chapter are you up to?
Like 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not far into it.
I'm like 32.
Okay, you need to just fucking calm down.
Only just got to like 51%.
Dude, you are powering through. Okay, let me talk about my thoughts first.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're starting a new book in the same series, you can't just start the new book like it's a new chapter in the book previously. You need to slow it down, like recap what's happened. It's a lot of like internal dialogue around what's happened. It's like a rot day. We just need like 10 chapters of we're just resetting kind of thing. We didn't get that. It's a full-on continuation. We're hitting the ground running. Shit's fucking flying everywhere. Stuff's happening. There's already drama. There's already fights. There's already like venom and shit. I've just read the tornado part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's too much going on. I'm like, hold your horses.
So much happens like from the get-go, and it's so completely different to Iron Flame, because I feel like Iron Flame, again, things only start happening like halfway through.
Yeah. And I just feel like we've taken off. I haven't even put my seatbelt on yet. I'm still trying to remember who's who.
Yeah.
I thought Paromial or whatever it was. Paromial?
Yeah.
I thought that was a person.
Yeah, you did.
I was really confused.
They need to put more detail into like the guides at the beginning. There's like a page on like what the ranking system is.
Yeah.
In Basgiath, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Who the fuck is Duke Llewellyn? Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah.
And we're name dropping left, right, and center, and I'm like, I have apologies to that man. I've never seen that man before in my life.
Who's the king?
Who?
And then we talk about what's his name, the prince guy, who I'd completely forgotten about. In Iron Flame, he comes because he decides that he wants to do this even though he's a prince and he's not really meant
Cam
to.
Or what's his fake name?
See, that makes it even harder.
Yeah.
So now he's got a fake name. And then now he has a brother, and his brother's like
Haddon?
Yeah.
Had something.
Like,
and then they have another brother, and Xaden killed him.
Oh, like I don't know where the fuck I am.
Yeah.
Right? And 1 minute I'm like with Jack Barlow in a cell. The next minute I'm in a bloody meeting room.
We're traversing. We're making a lot of treacherous journeys in this book. And you know what? There's so many more places you'll go. So many more places
I just think, and don't get me wrong, Throne of Glass, I feel like, I've got short attention span. So, but what Sarah J. Maas does really well is world building, and I can appreciate her skill for that way more now, having read Throne of Glass. Going back into this, Rebecca Yarros just needs to fucking put the brakes on for a second, nurture the story and the characters and the world building a little bit more without everything just having to be.
I kind of like it though. I kind of like that it's getting to the point. Like, we're traveling to different places. She's giving me enough that I can imagine it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know what species of tree we're looking at. And
yeah, I don't think we necessarily need that, but like, I think what I'm meaning more is in Throne of Glass, there was not a lot of, but there was downtime. And that downtime was significant to the storyline.
Yeah.
And the character development. And it made you... I remembered every single character. There was like 500 fucking characters. I remembered all of their names. I never got them confused, right? I'm not having that same experience with Onyx Storm because Rebecca Yarros is moving through things so quickly and not nurturing things.
I think that's like all part of the plot though, because like Violet's very much, I'm trying not to give anything away, but Violet is running to a very tight schedule of what she wants to achieve.
Yeah, that is true.
So like there is no downtime for her because she can't.
Yeah.
And then I feel like we're not knowing who the characters are and like remembering what the names are because Violet didn't learn anyone's name in her second year in Iron Flame.
Okay, I see where you're going with this because the books say that they're written by the scribe Jacina or whatever her name is.
Jacinia,
right? Yeah. And so she is essentially just retelling Violet's experience. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I have to remember that I'm meant to be Violet.
Yeah.
And I'm not. It's not third.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you remember that, it's kind of like, it's a stylistic choice and I get it because it makes sense to the story. But like, I get what you mean as well in that like, if there was more time, it would make more sense and I would understand what the fuck is going on.
I will say the few like people on TikTok that I follow who have read like all the Fourth Wing books to date and are reading Onyx Storm, they all had similar views as you about Iron Flame, and they've all said that they're really liking Onyx Storm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like Iron Flame for me is the lowest of lows. Onyx Storm is highest of highs for me. This is
like better than Fourth Wing.
I can't remember Fourth Wing, but I think it's on par for me.
Yeah. Okay.
There is some romance. There's not as much of it in this one for reasons.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really liking it. I like the pace of it. I like that things are happening. There's some bits that'll come up and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what is going on? Let's just sit and reassess for a second.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm really, really liking it.
Okay.
One of my friends just finished Onyx Storm and she said she almost threw her Kindle out the window and that concerns me. So
I need to not stop asking me to do things.
Yes.
Because I need, see what I need to do? I need to be reading Onyx Storm.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're like, you said chapter 11?
Yeah, Tornado.
I reckon chapter 18 or 19.
Is where it all goes batshit.
Woo! What do you mean?
Let's
what do you mean?
Sideways.
Huh? What's going on? What just happened right now?
You should listen.
I was listening in the car and I remember like one of those chapters, something happened and I was like, huh? What do you mean?
What?
Huh? Okay.
Oh my God.
Bruh. Crazy.
Guys, okay, well.
Crazy.
Maybe we need to wrap this shit up because I got shit to read.
Because plot twist, guys, for those of you that are on our Fable book club, we have made the executive decision that every month we're going to be dropping an extra episode discussing the book for the month.
Very detailed. It's full of spoilers.
Spoiler City.
Yeah.
So don't listen to the if you are a part of the book club. If you're not, sort yourself out. Boring.
Yeah.
Join it immediately. Step 1. Step 2, don't listen to the episode unless you finish the book because you'll get way more out of it. You'll understand what's going on. And do a deep dive.
We're so excited.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We're so excited.
Yes. So this month, the book club choice was The Ledge by Christian White. So, yeah, we are signing off to record that.
Yeah, we got shit to do, dudes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.
That's it, my dudes. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
Bye.